right, so let's talk about this friends versus living single situation. Oh, girl. So we all have known that there's been this running talk about living single, you know, setting the standard. And like we're the first to create the show, like it is. And basically the people over Friends just redid it and just revamped it as a white show. You have since seen the success from everybody who was on the Friends show. Every one of them are out here making plenty of money, out here still doing their show, still getting them girls some coins. They are not pressed about it. When you look at the folks over at the Living Single, the only people who are probably doing something is probably Kim and was that Kim Whitfield that played the Living Single? I'm gonna get trashed if I didn't remember. I don't know. But I think that was, yeah, it was. I don't really know. I didn't watch Living Single that much. I did watch it, but you know, I'm young. So, and you also had Queen Latifah, so you don't really have that many people from the Living Single who are out here making the money that the folks over at Friends do, like the whole cast. And Living Single was the blueprint for Friends. So this whole conversation really just started from David Schwimmer basically just, you know, I'm aware of my, you know, my privilege as a white male, so let me fix the diversity issue on Friends, and we should have an all Asian cast of Friends. We should revamp it and have an all Asian cast or an all black cast. Girl, what? And I did not know that Queen Latifah went on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens live show and told the story of how she knew that Friends copycatted the whole thing of Living Single.
Could be true, which is that the Living Single was a jumping off point for another huge sitcom on NBC, right?
Yes, Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting because when Living Single came out, shortly thereafter, Warren Littlefield, who was president of NBC, they asked him if he could have any show on television, any of the new shows, which one would it be? And he said Living Single.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So David Schwimmer thought he was really doing something for the culture, and that just lets you know that white people can't see it because they've never had to see it. So this is like a perfect example. Like, he don't even know, he never, like, girl, why you sitting here talking about you gonna revamp the show? Y'all need to be offering an apology for stealing the idea, stealing the whole setup, the whole thing from the people who created Living Single, and be able to profit off of it more than the people who created Living Single have. That's the issue. Back to my conversation about Kim Kardashian wearing box braids and all these black aesthetics and stuff and being able to make more money than a black woman who does that every day is. That's what we're talking about. You see how that works? It has nothing to do with Living Single not being good. It's just as good. It was way better. It was funnier. It was everything. But it didn't make the money that the show Friends did. And that's why I'm not leaving it up to, well, this made more money, so it has to be better or whatever. Friends wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for Living Single. And the only reason why Friends made money is because white folks were watching it. And white folks is a bigger market than black folks. So I'm not interested in voting with dollars because I know that is only going to benefit those who are at the top. So you can't even sit up here and say, well, the money wise. That's why I'm not interested in folks saying, well, she made more money. That don't mean shit. That don't mean that they're a good person. It doesn't mean anything. Friends basically copied the whole thing from Living Single and able to make more money than them. That's really sad and ridiculous. I think it has a lot of people pissed off, and I think David Schwimmer unfortunately opened a can of worms that he was not ready for, girl. You better throw them hoes at the bass or something, because, girl, it's coming all out on you, and the girls are not interested in it. But like I said, back in the conversation when I was saying about Kim Kardashian wearing box braids and able to do all of these things that black women do and being able to make money off of it. That's what I'm getting at. And I need people to understand that when you say that folks are hating on Kim Kardashian, I think she looked decent in the picture. but she looked like a white woman trying to be a black woman, so I really can't say that it looks good. So we talking about race. Let's go on over here and talk about Daniel Kaluuya, if I'm saying his name correctly. So he also played in Get Out, y'all remember him. Daniel said that he is tired of being almost the ambassador for race, almost tired of talking about racism. He just does not want to do that, and he just wants to get away from that. And he's not interested anymore, probably, in taking any more roles that center that. One, it is impossible to do any film or anything without talking about race. Race is there, it's forever present. It will always play a role into anything that you put out because you live in it. It's impossible. It's impossible to do it. You can try to make it very subtle, but the fact that you're making it subtle lets us know that you're erasing it because we see it. But the fact that you're erasing it lets us know that race exists. Because you don't want us to see something that is blatant here. And they be failing trying to do that when they be having like the movies like the Hunger Games. Like, girl, what? Like, girl, there would not be there would be no black folks at the Capitol. Like, even when we watching my favorite show, The Handmaid's Tale, they try to eradicate race out of there. Girl, let me tell you something. Black women will be enslaved before a white woman will be enslaved. I don't give a damn if she is fertile or not. Like, girl, The Handmaid's Tale, my show. But they be doing a terrible job trying to erase race in there. It's just like, girl, you can't do it. It's not possible. So Daniel says he's not interested. But my thing is, Daniel, a lot of your the big movies you've played in that you've asked to participate in have been movies that have centered around race. We'll give you one when we Get Out. But for the movie Queen and Slim, from my understanding, they didn't even do a casting call for Queen and Slim. You want to be a part of this film, so you inserted yourself in it. And this movie was about race and police brutality. So it's all good when we're making money off of it and we're doing all of these things, but then we get tired of being the ambassador. I don't want y'all to be the ambassador because I think y'all politics is trash talking about this stuff. But y'all always find yourself inserting yourself in some stuff that y'all don't know nothing about. And ain't you working on a new movie and playing Fred Hampton in an upcoming movie? Not the gospel singer, not that Fred Hampton, another Fred Hampton. The Fred Hampton. But you don't want to be centering race. Okay, it's not making any sense to me. What's not clicking? Daniel is not clicking, but he'll do the same thing that everybody else do. Play this the cute little what's name roles, then he'll get tired of it, then he'll move on to doing other stuff because he's made as much money off of doing this. Let me go find some white roles to play because I ain't interested in doing it. Let me go play in Star Wars or something. Girl, they do that. It reminds me of me seeing that video, I think Black Tree TV posted, of all of the big name black folks walking past the black media at the Grammys. That video had me shook. But it did not surprise me. I follow a lot of black folks in media who live in Hollywood, and their politics lets me know that they don't really care about, you know, doing stuff for that. Like, I pay attention to a lot of it, and I know that they think the same way. They think lesser of it. They rather to be working for a people versus a boss or such and such. And don't get me wrong, I done bumped heads with Bossa a couple of times, but Bossa is no different than TMZ. TMZ reports mess and heavily critique black rappers when they do something. At least Bossa takes the time to make sure that they're, you know, justifying stuff and say, okay, girl, is this racism? Or is this what this is? Or is it racism? Like, what is it? And that's what, like, TMZ doesn't do that. TMZ's not gonna call it. They'll call it allegedly. Something like Bossa is gonna call it what it is. They don't mind calling white woman Becky and all that. And I love that. So to see y'all make so much money off of black folks supporting y'all, and then y'all not supporting the black media, y'all got to do a better job in there. It was disgusting to see a lot of black folks walk past, and the publicists and stuff walk past these black, and they already bunched up there. It was just, it hurt my feelings and stuff. I've never been in that situation before, but I would be hurt if that was like, it hurts. I couldn't even finish watching the video, but I did because I had to talk about it. But it was just seeing him holler out to these folks, and these people ignore him. Like, you had Quavo, all these other folks, all these folks said, oh, black this, the hood. They wasn't interested in that shit. Get her out of here. So back to Daniel, because I know I got off, but Daniel has seemed like he's made his money, he's made the check. All this stuff was good. He didn't mind being the ambassador, quote unquote ambassador for race and all that conversations and stuff. But now he's tired of it. You really hate to see it. Like, Daniel had plenty of time to say, I don't want to do this anymore. But now, so I don't know, girl. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Let me know in the comments, girl. Sound off. But moving on, let's move on to our favorite couple, Mendeecees and Yolanda Yandy. Yandy, her man is out of jail. Her husband or whatever he wants to be is finally out of jail. Hey, somebody getting hired to go back to work from on the Scott. Mendeecees is out of jail now. Yay. He's out. He threw his Timbs away. Got his glass slippers on, ready to hop in the carriage. And who you got walking him to the carriage? You got Miss Yandy, honey, our favorite character from Big Mouth, okay? Miss Yandy, girl, she would walk around looking like Cruella de Vil, honey. She had her little Dalmatian outfit on, her long Dalmatian coat or whatever, looking like a high pimp with no money. She looked like she was very happy, very, very happy. And for what reason, I don't know. Because I don't think that Yandy, your man, can move in with this girl that you adopted because he's a felon. How would they help you out there, bump hill that you fell in? Come on, Nicki. I'll talk about her in a minute too. Girl, Yandy, we happy for you. We happy for you. That's all I got. I don't really have anything to say on that, but it was interesting seeing over them tiptoe they ass back to that Love and Hip Hop contract for the next season. Oh, since we talking about Love and Hip Hop, we got to talk about Miss Chrissy No Jones because she would never get the name, last name Jones. She said she ain't interested in being married anymore. She's not interested in that more. She's not gonna be searching for that. Chrissy, you've been wanting to get married to Jim Jones for the longest, to the point that you got on your knees and proposed to him. I had no issue with her doing that. She wants to get down her knee and propose to her man. She can. Let her do it. But Chrissy has settled. You can call it whatever you want. You might say, well, girl, no. Yeah, she might have found it, but that's not something that Chrissy wanted. But I don't see any problem with her wanting to get married. But no matter how you try to shape or frame it, she settled for this. She settled. She did. She wanted to get married to Jim Jones. Like, we all knew that. But Jim Jones wasn't interested in getting married. He was not interested in doing that. And Sister took her through. Jim Jones and took Chrissy through hell, child. And I hate that for her. My heart goes out to her. Girl, they ain't gonna ever get married. You know, maybe it's good because, girl, maybe them debt collectors gonna come. If his house getting sold for $1, girl, probably you need to put your 2-for-1 jewelry up so they won't get your stuff too. Then you won't have no jewelry to wear to your Love and Hip Hop reunion. I ain't gonna drag Miss Chrissy too much. I mean, her husband already did that enough. Yes, oh girl, I've been ready to talk about my favorite rapper, Miss Nicki Minaj. Yes, Nicki. Girl, y'all know girl, look, the fans is ready. They already zooming in. Cause y'all don't know. Justin, you need to pick a side. Girl, somebody on Twitter told me, just say that Nicki Minaj looks good and just say she look good. Girl, don't you tell me what to say on my damn shit, on my damn Twitter. This is my shit. When I log into my stuff, I don't ask you to send me no damn pen. Now, I think Nicki Minaj is a beautiful woman. This picture that she recently posted, she looked like Casper the Friendly. She looked like a gay version of Casper. That makeup in the face was not it, honey. What is this, honey? I did not like it. The girls did. You can tell sister lost a little weight. And not only did she lose weight in the face, she lost some weight in the waist, in that derriere. Girl, honey, Miss Nicki don't have that booty no more. We can all tell her booty looks just like how K. Michelle looked when after she, let her little, butt thing go and send it on to the booty goddess. But I am happy for her. I am happy that if that's what she did, which I really think, and it's no shade if Nicki Minaj let her butt go, I'm happy for her. But I think that is the reason why our good sis was gone for 3 months. I think she was gone towards the middle of November. So she probably had it removed or whatever. She probably had it taken out and was resting around that time and didn't want to be seen while she was doing that and whatever. And if she did, she should, like, so what? I'm glad she did. If it makes her happy. Yeah, like I don't want it to seem like it's shade, but you can kind of tell. Like all this stuff fits. I just can't see her disappearing and then I'm looking at her like something looks different. Because when she did the Billboard thing, the Billboard for Women thing, she looked kind of a little heavier, and I thought it was really cute. She looked real good. Like some people suspected she was pregnant. Nicki, they say that she was about to drop some new music. She got some new stuff going on, and I'm about to get into some critiques a little bit because I think that, girl, I'm about to piss some folks off. That's what I think. But we saw that Nicki Minaj is going to be on the first episode, if I'm not mistaken, of RuPaul's Drag Race. So she's going to be on the first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. And it is, I don't think it's a bad thing, don't get me wrong, but I do think it's kind of telling us where Nicki Minaj's career is at. And you can take that however you want to, because Nicki has been doing this rap stuff for like, what, 10 plus years now? Why now are you interested in going on RuPaul's Drag Race? I have a question. Do you still believe what the Bible says? Yes, catch it, honey. I'm gonna say this, and I really don't care how people feel, but I just want people to like think about it. There comes to a certain level where, like, when you come like a A-list celebrity or whatever, like the stuff that you don't do some things. Like there's some stuff that you don't think about because they can't afford for you to do it. Like ain't nobody. Flat Tommy T ain't finna reach out to Nicki Minaj and tell her to post them on to the post on Flat Tommy T. That ain't gonna happen. Whereas Cardi was doing the Flat Tommy T until she started getting bigger brand deals. To the fact that Cardi's not doing any more Flat Tommy T's anymore. She's not doing those anymore because they can't pay her. The money they would pay her would be a slap in the face compared to the other stuff that she would get paid to do. For her to be going on RuPaul's Drag Race, it is a good thing. I would love to see her on RuPaul's Drag Race, but I don't see why now. It's just not like, it just looks kind of weird. It's just, she could be doing it because it's fun, but it's kind of looking like Nicki doesn't have that booking power that she once has. Now, I think she's doing some type of club appearance with Ja Rule or something. It just looks like it ain't been, like the stuff that she's doing ain't A-list. Not to disrespect RuPaul, I really don't care about RuPaul or Drag Race, I think it's good. But for her to be doing these little things when other folks are signing big deals to be on stuff, it's just interesting. Girl, if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you, but I can see it. I can see right through you. How do you do that? With that being said, thank you all so much to those who watched my video. I appreciate you all supporting me, supporting King of Reese brand. I love you all so much. Shout out to everybody who was out here checking on me, doing my like sickness and whatever. Girl, I appreciate y'all because I don't know what it was. It probably was a flu. But I'm almost there. Still, I had to get my Pedialyte, girl, because my electrolytes was gone. But I'm feeling way, way better. I love y'all so much. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I probably have something for y'all Friday. But this video is coming out this evening, this Thursday evening. So I'm going to get this up for y'all now. And until next time, I'll talk y'all later. Bye.